Hello everyone. How are you? This is Kathy from Divine Debut. Thank you for joining me here on the 20th of January of 2022. Take two again. I actually tried to get this twin flame soulmate reading out to you yesterday. I've had a couple of you asking me, being a Wednesday yesterday, if I was going to do the reading. I did actually start doing the reading, but the message could not come through. Whatever the reason is behind it, I truly believe that we should pay attention when it's not the right time to receive a message. It's not the right time. So I gave up on it. I actually scrapped it. I did like 15 minutes and I scrapped it. So let's try again. Take two. Mercury is retrograde. Venus is retrograde. Matters of love are up in the air. Love is harsh up until the end of January at least, as Venus is still retrograde in the sign of Capricorn. Speaking of Capricorn, the sun's just ingressed into Aquarius. Happy birthday, dear Aquarius. Now, I was thinking from yesterday, I wanted to put a question. I wanted to ask a question because we know this is a very important relationship. That's why you're here. Because Venus is retrograding in Capricorn, we know lots of relationships concerning the past, from the past, will be revisited. Will be re-looked at. There'll be people coming back from the past, situations come back from the past. Is it worth giving them a second chance? Now, just getting a call. What can I say? I mean, I'm not going to answer the call. I'm hoping to get this message out to you. Hopefully we won't have any more interruptions. Okay, so is it worth, if this is someone that you knew from the past, an ex coming back, is it worth someone coming from the back, from the past, and giving them a second chance? Is it worth pouring more energy, more love, more compassion, more energy into this, and more oxygen? Love is like oxygen. I put the link, Love is Like Oxygen by Sweet, in yesterday's daily read. I feel that that's the message pertaining to these couple of days. Oxygen is where we breathe life into something. Do we breathe oxygen, or has the oxygen been taken away? Okay, where there is no oxygen, there is no life. So, dear Spirit, Archangel Michael. And I'm doing a Celtic cross today. A Celtic cross I feel called to do. So, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, my spirit guides. Is it worth giving it a second chance or not? Moving on. Now, I feel I need to say that the kings in the deck would be a situation that's matured. If I have knights, I don't know, they could be new relationships, new people. Okay, because we've had an 8-year cycle that's ended. So we know the knights are all about taking action, moving forward, but the Knight of Pentacles is slow, takes forever, maybe even stopped. Too much about the details. The Knight of Cups is someone who has been hurt, doesn't know whether they will offer, they can offer. Their emotions are too unstable. The Knight of Swords is someone who could have been a narcissistic, challenging relationship. And the Knight of Wands is usually a player, or there's a physical distance, or your beliefs are very different. So let's take today's message, dear Spirit. What do we need to know? This twin flame soulmate connection, is it worth giving it a second chance? That's obviously if they come through. if they come back at all. Let's see what's going on. We've got Aquarius, the star, in the now position. In the challenge position is the Two of Pentacles. Looks like someone's trying to decide and they're having difficulty in deciding whether they're going to communicate, whether they're going to connect to you through social media, whether they can communicate, and if there is any hope. Two of Pentacles is the challenge. Now, this could also speak to someone that was in another connection. For those of you that are you've had an affair, or you were the third person, or the person you're watching this for was the third person and you were in a marriage, it will be different for each of you. At the foundation, we have Temperance. You know, Temperance was the first card yesterday in the reading that I began. It was in the now position. Here it's in the past position, but it's also the seed that's been planted. Temperance is Archangel Michael. Thank you for your guidance. We do see two balls here. Instead of two cups, he's got two spheres. He's got the sun and he's got the earth, if that is the case. Could be the earth, could be Venus here, I don't know. But there's, you know, it's speaking of divine timing, and it's also speaking about our beliefs. Okay, so for some of you, you may have been at a physical distance. Sagittarius and Aquarius, both cards, both archetypes are about freedom. Recent past. The Page of Cups, which was, hold on. I think the Page of Cups was in the distant future. Pisces. So an offer that is small. Page of Cups could also speak to a child or childish behavior, or something may have happened unexpectedly. Communication. Maybe even, I'm going to say, just communication on a friendship level. Okay, not communicating on a deep level. And I said also that the first time I've ever noticed in this deck is that we've got a love heart here. We've got two hands that come together to form a love heart. So it is all about unconditional love. Sometimes Pisces can speak to that love affair, or maybe even Pisces could speak to an ending of a chapter, the ending of communication maybe recently. A juvenile offer concerning love. Remember, he holds a cup, but it's something that's unexpected, right? And now as Jupiter has ingressed into Pisces, Jupiter logically should bring us the truth. Jupiter can expand on those that, you know, can bring the truth in anything that was very confusing. Crowning is the Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles we know is an imbalance, let's say, within a relationship. It's a relationship that may not be socially accepted because of age difference, financial standing, someone's social life. Who are they in their environment? Who are they? And what are the blockages here? Because remember, the Five of Pentacles shows a church in the background. Here we've actually got a door that's got a key. And the key is behind her. She's not actually focusing on that. Five of Pentacles does speak to both people feeling left out, not feeling in harmony concerning their connection. And finances can also speak to the initial problem, difference in financial status. Okay, Five of Pentacles. Big age difference with a female, could be older, or maybe even religion, matters of religion and beliefs not being in harmony, not being in sync. But the key is there, and she's focusing on the loss more than finding a solution. In the near future, we have the Lovers. So someone is making a choice. Hopefully they're listening to their heart and not to their head, because there's a lot of craziness out there in the world right now. There's a lot of confusion. The Lovers, usually in this deck, I do see two people that come from different areas of the world, different race, different beliefs. The Lovers is Gemini. Remember, it's a choice, and it's a very powerful union here where maybe there's a mismatch. But you know, twin flame connections, they don't look at things like that. They're two halves of a whole that are searching for each other, trying to come into balance and harmony. Gemini is very undecisive, but it's also choosing between two people. Gemini is logic. Maybe there's been too much logic. Maybe this is, you know, someone that's trying to make a choice and using too much logic more than what their heart is telling them. And I feel that that's where they need to come from. The position of you. Or maybe you could say the position of them as well. Four of Pentacles. Logically, this is where you're at, because in the environment is someone externally to you. So where you are right now, let's say, Four of Pentacles, holding on to something for dear life. Four of Pentacles, maybe not even feeling loved, nurtured if you're in another relationship. This is the Miser card. This is someone protecting their heart, protecting their soul. Maybe even trying to save up their monies. Four of Pentacles, it speaks to your home, your emotional stability, and that can tie in with your finances, of course, as well. Maybe this is holding on to a relationship very dear to one's heart, but feeling unloved. Four of Pentacles, not feeling stable, and holding on to information and not sharing what is truly within her heart. She's protecting her heart. Let's look at the environment. Four of Pentacles is usually my Taurus card. I do mention Taurus here. It is the Capricorn energy though, and Venus is retrograding in Capricorn. So in your environment, Five of Cups, another five. So it looks like the other person has got regrets, is mourning some sort of a loss, is going through a lot of changes, is not, right now they're dealing with other matters. They're not actually focusing on this relationship. There's other things that they're looking at. They could be reminiscing in concern to the past, going back over what went wrong between your relationship. And you know, this woman here is focusing on those Three of Cups, which can speak to a love triangle. So Three of Cups is usually a chance to make up. Three of Cups can also speak to gossip, other people involved within your relationship. They don't actually know. They think that there is no chance because they cannot see those two cups that are behind them. So they're thinking that there is no chance here. Maybe they made a wrong choice. Maybe a wrong choice was made. Remember, 2 and 6, they're all about balance, but we've got a lot of imbalances here. 2 5s. Temperance is also like a 2. Archangel Michael is pouring from one cup to the other. So it looks like there are problems in one's emotional security, and I would say that this is probably you, maybe not even sharing that you've still got hope. You're still hoping for this connection. We go from the 5 to the 4. So there's like a back and forth, right? What is the hopes and fears? We've got another 4 of Cups. Missed chances, hope for a second chance, hoping that, and we see the 4th cup here, It's not a cup, it's a bowl, whatever it is. It's here, it's right here. There's a hand. You know, it's funny that I'm looking at the details. Mercury retrograde is all about that, right? I've never really noticed the hand here. We've got 9 cups here. And she's again looking past that offer, which is right there. So again, it speaks to 4s, something to do with home. Remember, we've had a full moon in Cancer, and Cancer is the home. It's being nurtured, loved, provided for. Obviously, a full moon says that something is ending within a home. Something is ending pertaining to the past. But that full moon, remember, has received the reflection of the light from Capricorn, which Capricorn is Saturn, and Saturn is darkness, it's fear, it's toxic, it's timing, it's hard work. So that sun moving through Capricorn, which is remember, it's a maturing, sobering energy. So Venus has been going through that. She's going through a growth spurt. That sun from Capricorn is reflecting the light onto the moon so that we could see what needs to end within a home, within our emotional security. If we are in a relationship that gives us emotional security and love and nurturing and anything that we need to survive. And there again is that term, love is like oxygen. Where there is no oxygen, where there is no work, where there is no compassion and giving, generosity of heart, a love connection, a marriage, even an affair, anything, any connection, any relationship will not survive if there is no oxygen, there is no love, there is no effort put in. Okay, so someone is hoping for a second chance, and they're fearing that there will not be a second chance. That's what I see here. The possible outcome is the 7 of Cups. So we've got a lot of cups, everyone. We've got a lot of cups. Now, the 7 of Cups is doors that open. It's a corner that we are turning. 7 of Cups is Pisces. 7 of Cups is things being up in the air. I do feel with Jupiter, the magic of Jupiter, conjoining with Neptune in the sign of Pisces has got the potential for many doors to open. Now, you may have been dealing with someone. You may have been dealing with someone that did have many choices. Someone that is very confused. So we've got a fair few 4s, 5s. We've got small numbers here. We don't have any knights. We don't have any kings. We don't have any queens. That's interesting. What's at the bottom of the deck? Wow. Thank you, dear Spirit. That is a beautiful omen. The Ace of Pentacles, which has grown roots. Someone is unearthing. I can see his hands. They're full of soil. He's been unearthing. He's planted a seed, which I don't know if this seed has been taken out of the earth. You know, Earth is Taurus. The nodes have just shifted into North Node in Taurus, South Node in Scorpio. Scorpio is all about death, metamorphosis, sex, secrecy, mysticism, poison, but also healing. Now, I don't know if there's going to be a replanting, restarting, because as you can see, the pentacle has grown roots. Therefore, this seed has been planted from the past. These two hands have unearthed, have dug up this pentacle, this seed, maybe to replant in another area, another position, another planting it in a position where there's more sun, the possibility for the earth to be able to nurture this seed to create to create this tree, this plant, whatever it is. Okay, really, really interesting. And we've got the High Priestess, Pisces, Virgo again. Gemini, Pisces, mutable signs. We've also got the Ace of Pentacles, which is a potential for a relationship, long-term, for marriage, for commitment, for a deep connection, a deeply rooted connection. And the High Priestess many times is a third person. It's the other woman. It's someone that's in secrecy, right? Someone, this could also speak to a very strong spiritual connection. And we have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords. Interesting that he holds a bow and arrow on his back. And there's, again, we've got Aquarius and Sagittarius. The bow and arrow, right? Sagittarius, Jupiter. Interesting, because I see the Knight of Swords. I feel with this illustration, because I do pay attention to the energies, I do feel that in this illustration, this Knight of Swords, maybe there's been harsh communication, no communication. Knight of Swords is Aquarius. Aquarius is futuristic. As you can see, this Knight of Swords is not riding on a horse. Rather, he's running to catch his bike. He's running to catch up in time. There's a sense of urgency, which that word has been coming up a week now. To deal with legalities, to communicate. He's focusing on something that he wants to target. He's aiming for something, and there's a state of urgency here, like he's trying to not miss out on something, trying to beat time, and the fact that we've got Aquarius and Sag, and the word freedom comes up. I don't know if this relationship was, because Aquarius can be very detached, someone that did not show their emotional self, someone that was maybe not ready for commitment, someone maybe who has been dealing with legalities and difficult situations. Remember, Saturn is transiting Aquarius, and there are limiting energies for the Aquarian archetype energy. Beneath that, the Tower. So there's been a Tower moment concerning maybe the divine masculine. Knight of Swords, remember, is someone that uses harsh words, someone that could be very, very intelligent, someone that is maybe holding secrets concerning their personal life, maybe even a marriage with that Ace of Pentacles. The Tower moment is here, which is an awareness. So suddenly, and maybe this has got to do with the past, there's been an awareness, and something came to their awareness, a major shift that they've been going through. Two of Wands. Usually someone is ready to take a journey in the Two of Wands. Here we see this person blocked within doors. This could have to do with the world matters and the inability to have our freedom to move, to travel, to speak. And the Two of Wands, again, is that portal that is open, but someone not being able, having needed to deal with something that kept them imprisoned, limited from taking that action. So the Tower in that sense could be very positive. Let's see. The Karma Dharma, dear Spirit. You know, we have got all the elements here. We've got a fair few cups, which is obvious. We've got a bit of everything, but the Star, which is Aquarius and Gemini, air signs, very much about thought, perception, Sagittarius is here as well, so fire, beliefs. For many of us, our beliefs have been changing. For the last 18 months, obviously, as the South Node was transiting Sag, and Saturn has been transiting Aquarius, which is all about needing to set ourselves free from anything that's been limiting and holding us back. Let's see. What's the Karma Dharma, Archangels? Karma Dharma, dear Spirit. Yeah. And we have the Empress. Wow. Okay. The Empress. Beautiful energies. Number 3. The Empress shows up many times, and this is Venus, everyone. Taurus and Libra. Some of you are waiting on a birth. This could be an actual birth. A third person, I suppose, could also be a child, as we've already mentioned with the Page of Cups. But we know the Empress is all about manifestation. Remember that full moon in Cancer? Cancer is the mother. As an energy, as an archetype, it is a mother. It could relate to a mother-in-law. But this can also speak to a new birth. Something is being birthed here. And the child does speak to something new. It speaks to the ability to expand and grow. Remember, it's a number 3. The Empress is a number 3. Right on point. Now the North Node has ingressed into Taurus. So we are looking at our values. Is there a possibility to be able to stabilize something in our lives, or where there is no guarantee, where there is no security? Uranus in Taurus is breaking free. Breaking free from anything that was not nurturing and providing in our lives, any relationships. And they can relate to our mother as well. Now, because this is a soulmate twin flame reading, obviously the Empress, we know she's very creative. She's very much about abundance. She's very attractive. She is Venus herself, and she speaks to manifestation, abundance. But also, because she's pregnant, she can speak to frustrations, strong frustrations within love matters. As we do, though, because she needs to be patient to give birth. Here, for some of you, she's already given birth. For others of you, because we're not all on the same timeline, maybe you're feeling that frustration, but Venus does need to turn direct. Remember. Now I'm going to say, those of you that are familiar with your own charts and you've got a Venus retrograde in your natal chart, then Venus retrograde is positive for you. It works well for you. That's for you, that you've got a Venus retrograde in your natal chart. Those of you that do not know, you are not familiar with your natal chart, you can always write to me and I can send it out to you. It's for free. What I need is your birth time, the exact birth time, your birthday, and your city and your country of birth. So the Empress here does promise a birth, a new beginning, love. Love blooms. You could see all the abundance here in her, in front of her. The potential does speak to blooming relationships in relation to love. Lots of choices, though. For those of you that are closing the door because maybe you were the wrong choice, you were the one that was not chosen. And I'm going to say the other person may also have regrets. But I don't know if, if it is possible or feasible for some people to be able to work through this. Okay, and manifest this connection. Let's take more cards. Let me just restart my camera. Okay, let me just see what the Lenormand has to say. What's going on in love, dear Spirit? What is happening? Is there a possibility? Is it worth pouring more love into this connection And many of you are going to be saying, I don't know what to do. That's what I see in the Seven of Cups. Now, it could be the other person that does not know what to do. We will be taking more tarot. What's going on, dear Spirit? There's the Divine Masculine, Ace of Cups. The child, so it does speak to a father, someone who is a father, who has a child. We've got number 13 on the child. Wow. Scorpio energies. And the Knight of Swords, which is right here, everyone. There's the Knight of Swords. Wow, okay, so maybe this could be a father, a single father, or someone who's gone through separation or is going through separation. The possibility is that this could be playing out. Now, remember what I said, we're not all on the same timeline. The South Node has ingressed into a Scorpio, and the South Node is karma. It's where the collective is coming from. And of course, it is very important for all of us. So obviously the Scorpio, Taurus people will be more affected, but we all have Scorpio and Taurus somewhere in our chart. Leo and Aquarius are also in the mix with the nodes transiting through this axis. So we're looking at our, the possible connection playing out, becoming real. The changes that are necessary will be happening. Fated changes will be playing out, and they won't be easy because the eclipses will be happening on fixed signs. So let's see what else we've got with the child here. We've got the King of Wands. So we've got a King of Wands. Interesting. King of Wands, my dear friends. King of Wands I see many times. Even though it's fire, yes, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, King of Wands can also be a Scorpio, because Scorpio, those of you that are familiar with the Scorpio archetype, they love the color red. They're so deep, they go so deep, they're so passionate. So red does speak to passion, love, deep connection, deep intimate connection, right? Now this is the clouds, and the clouds do speak to a lack of confusion, a lack of clarity. It's Neptune in Pisces. So it can speak to insecurities, secrets coming through, things that have been hidden, but also misunderstandings and doubts. So this King of Wands, who is logically an entrepreneur, King of Wands is someone that's very much about their desires. They're fiery, they're action orientated, very driven by their desires as well. There is some doubt. There is some doubt from this divine masculine on whether they're going to take action for this new beginning, to find balance in their life. It is a 6. Let's see what else. And I feel like they feel as though they've missed their chance, that there won't be a second chance. We have the moon, which in the Lenormand is a very deep connection indeed. Okay, it can also speak to secrecy, I suppose, just like the moon in the tarot. 8 of Cups. So someone's hiding their true emotions, that they're wanting to take that journey. Maybe they've been growing emotionally, spiritually as well through hardship. This divine masculine, everyone. And it does show a divine masculine. For those of you, obviously, that are divine masculine watching this, I suppose you can put in this position, you can put the divine feminine. It's not gender specific, the reading, okay? So take it as it resonates. So the 8 of Cups is someone that's wanting maybe to take a physical journey or leave a relationship that did not fulfill them, did not give them everything that they hoped for. And we've got the Mountain here, 8 of Wands. And the Mountain, we know, is blockages. It's that fork in the road, the Mountain, 8 of Wands. someone is maybe trying to cover distance, physical distance. The mountain is not an easy accomplishment. It's that fork in the road. So moving over earth, so travel by land, is sort of blocked here. Why physical travel by land is blocked? Why on many levels? First of all, the physical blockages of travel by land. Also, on another layer, it's a 21, which is the world card. So it can speak to, because it's also the Eight of Wands, flight through the air, maybe even blockages and limitations and restrictions because of fear, I'm going to say, right? Because of fear of disagreements, or someone's missed their chance, or they're still going through that karmic ending of a cycle, and they know that if they do not clear their space and their life, there is no space for something new. And that is on multiple levels. Eight of Wands is love messages that are being blocked because of fear, because of karma, because of a chapter needing to end, because of physical distance. Let me take one more card. We've got a couple of eights, so this is a cycle you've been over again and again. And we have the King of Pentacles and the fish. Now the fish is Venus in Taurus. King of Pentacles is usually my Taurus card. Interesting. Very interesting. And we have the Queen of Wands. So we've got the Queen of Wands, the King of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. I see. Now the King of Wands has come through before the mountain. And the mountain can speak to, remember I said, a major karmic ending. So I don't know if some of you are connected to a King of Wands, right? And you're looking towards a King of Pentacles. We shall take more cards here in a moment. Remember, we've got the Empress, which is Venus, Taurus, Libra. And the King of Pentacles is usually, because it's Venus in Taurus, obviously it's practical matters. Now, the fish can also speak to repetition. So it looks like matters of stability, value, money, children, practical matters are sort of what is blocking this relationship. The King of Wands, if this is the same person, King of Pentacles, King of Wands, if this is the same person, because King of Pentacles is Taurus, King of Wands can be Scorpio, that's the same axis. Now, the signs, the zodiac signs will not resonate for all of you. Listen to the story more. That's what's important. So, the King of Wands is all about desires, but there's blockages here. Karma is blocking someone's ability to move forward, to manifest their desires. Okay? The moon does speak to us a deep, intimate, loving connection. If we look at astrology, the moon, where the synastry between two people, where the moon is connected, your moon with another person's moon, these are very deep connections, very subconscious, soulful connections. And we've got the fish, which does speak to Pisces. So Pisces is very important here. Where is Pisces in your own chart? Because that's where Jupiter and Neptune are transitioning. That's where Venus will join with Jupiter and Neptune. That area of life will bring a sense of magic. Even though we're dealing with a lot of confusion, Jupiter will come through and bring us the clarity. Will also bring justice and truth where there's been deception, because we've got a lot to do with deception, right? Pisces can speak to deception, even though it can speak to unconditional love. Pisces is also, remember, it's a love affair. The High Priestess is Pisces Virgo. So there is secrecy here, and as I was saying, if this is the same person, then we're looking at a King of Pentacles who logically is a father. King of Pentacles is a very experienced king. He's gone through all the lessons. He can provide with stability. He's someone that you could depend on. He's someone that's willing to offer security, stability, and nurturing. And remember, we've got the Ace of Pentacles here. So the fish can speak to abundance, or someone that holds their finances in high regard. Their financial status is very important. Could it be that maybe the blockages here was someone trying to build themselves up financially to be able to provide security, physical security, right? The fish can speak to a lot of confusion, where this king is very confused, very much about having that sort of secretive side as well. And here we've got the Queen of Wands, which is the snake. The snake is moon in Cancer, and remember that full moon, something has ended, something has been revealed to do with desires. The snake can speak to seduction, a craving. So it looks like there is a craving, there is a strong sexual connection. Something is forbidden here, but it can also speak to wisdom. So finding out. Queen of Wands, King of Wands, a strong sexual connection, right? Maybe this is also, maybe there was a child. A child was the outcome of a sexual connection, a sexual relationship. King and Queen of Wands, they could also be people that work together. They usually are very driven. But the snake also speaks to poison. So there is something to do with poison. Remember, the snake is also that other hidden person. So I don't know how this can speak to you personally. We've got the key beneath the snake. So maybe someone is going through a shedding energy, changes, going through lots of changes. Now, let's take more cards. I'd like to take an energy oracle card first. And as I said, start thinking of your questions. With the angel answers, we'll be taking some cards to see what's going on there. So what do we need to know, dear Spirit? What is the advice here? Is it worth a second chance? Remember, the fish can speak to an offer that comes through unexpectedly. Okay, it's interesting with the Page of Cups here. And there's like a maturing sort of a process. We've got a King of Pentacles and the fish. So this offer, if this was an offer and not a child in the past, looks like the King of Pentacles is more about stability now. More generous with a bigger offer, let's say. And I feel we have this card. Fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. This is the Heart Chakra, everyone. Archangel Raphael, number 38. The Heart Chakra, right on point. Looks like there is a strong heart connection here. Let's read 38. And it's in the upright. Okay. Raphael extends a beautiful green energy surrounded by gentle waves of pink, to your heart center. This card upright indicates that you now have a greater readiness to receive love from others as well as from yourself. It could also indicate that a much needed healing from a previous broken heart is taking place. The tender vibrations of Raphael remind you to encourage yourself with the compassionate self-talk that you desire to hear from others. Know that as you do, the light from your heart center will shine with an irresistible beauty, and the universe will send people and situations that cause your sense of love and support to grow and grow. So this is a heart connection, obviously, here. Green does speak to fresh energies, life. Green does speak to earth as well, the ability to bloom. Okay, this is heartfelt, loving waves coming through from Archangel Raphael. The Heart Chakra does speak to self-acceptance as well, love and relationships. Okay, so it's matters of heart that we're looking at. Let's take more cards. I'm going to use a different deck. Okay. Let's see why we have the Star card here, which is a card of hope. It's something that's far away, maybe at a physical distance, or someone thinking, as I said, to communicate. The Two of Pentacles is in the challenge. Why do we have the Star card here? We have the Page of Swords, the Nine of Wands. I do feel that someone is checking you out through social media. Ten of Pentacles, yes, it does speak to love triangles. Someone is searching for guidance here. Ten of Pentacles, as you could see, says that more than likely there is a third person in the picture. She's like the High Priestess, where she's holding a tarot card and she's looking at a union here with a little child. So I do feel here that someone is in a commitment, could be going through challenges right now because someone is doubting with that Two of Pentacles whether they've made the right choice. Someone could be checking you out if you were in another commitment, wanting to see what's going on so that they could make a decision, as the Two of Pentacles in the challenge says that, yes, things are up in the air, someone's trying to decide. Ten of Pentacles can also speak to possibly a restart. Remember the Ace of Pentacles that's here. We have the Ace of Swords. The challenge is to speak the truth, to sever ties. The Ace of Cups in the challenge as well. To sever ties, speak truth, and start a new chapter. Okay. And we've got the Two of Wands here in the challenge. Yes, someone needs to make a decision, obviously. The question we asked was, is it worth pouring more energy into this? And the beginnings here, two aces, Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. The beginnings are, to have a new beginning is a challenge because someone still hasn't made up their mind. The Two of Wands is in the challenge. Or there are blockages, physical blockages to physical travel. Let's look at Temperance. We have Judgment, a critical moment in the past. We've got the Emperor here. And we have the King of Pentacles. Yes, same person. For most of you, this is the same person. For some of you, you could be choosing between a more mature, the Emperor many times is a more mature person, someone that does not show, they usually show their sexual side but not their emotional side. And the King of Pentacles is someone that will prove to be stable. They'll be there, but they're not very open, again, with their emotions. So it could be the same person. For others of you, it's two different people. King of Pentacles, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, more than likely Taurus. The Emperor is Aries, Taurus, could be any other sign. And we've got Judgment, which is Pluto. So Scorpio is here as well. So Temperance, waiting, being patient. We've got Temperance as the seed here, and the Empress has already given birth here. So I don't know. For some of you, the birthing process has happened. Maybe you don't know about it. Maybe you are not knowledgeable about it. Now, the Empress, the Emperor, the Empress, the Emperor, and the King of Pentacles. So if you are the Empress, some of you could be leaving an Emperor because of another connection with a younger divine masculine, a younger person. I mean, Queen of Pentacles she's higher up than the King, right? So let's see, because the Page of Cups is in the recent past. There has been a judgment, a critical moment in the past. Remember that Judgment is Pluto, and Pluto can speak to possibly an ending, maybe because of physical distance, maybe because of someone's social standing, money matters. Let's look at the Page of Cups. We have the Hermit, Virgo. Someone seeking guidance. He's holding an hourglass as well. We've got the Page of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. So someone in their cave, sort of seeking information. We do see in this card here that the page is split in two. You could see this. Even though there is love, someone is seeking guidance. I mean, the Hermit could also be a legal representative where someone's ready to take a risk. Page of Wands, they want to go on that adventure. Seven of Pentacles, and you know, Seven of Pentacles many times is like a stoppage. It's like looking at one's financial standing or a situation that they've poured much into. So someone's willing to take a risk here. But again, there's sort of like a sense of blockage. It could be in relation to someone's money, someone's business, what they've built, 7 years. Someone could be going through a 7-year cycle. And we know many times, you know, many relationships do tend to end at that 7-year Saturnian cycle, difficult cycle. I'm sure you've heard of that many times. That, you know, they were together for 20 years, blah, blah, and on the 7th year of marriage, they divorced. Wow. Okay, so let's see what's crowning, because we've got the Seven of Pentacles and the 5 there. We have the 3 of Pentacles, the Tower, and Temperance again. Temperance is up here and down here. Wow, okay, so Three of Pentacles on the 5 of Pentacles, that's 8. That's someone, remember we've got the Hermit here. Virgo is all about looking at the details. Now, it's all about timing. Someone is in their cave, soul-searching, ready to come through. Changes are just ahead as the Wheel of Fortune, which is a 10, comes after the Hermit. Now here we go from the 9 to the 16, which is the Tower moment. And the Tower is the Tower is Mars. I don't know why I said March. March is the 3rd month, and we've got the 3 of Pentacles. Interesting. So the time of Pisces could be important as well. And remember, we're going to have a new moon in Pisces. That will be March 2nd. So March 2nd and a full moon in Virgo, March 18th. So pay attention to that time. Because we've got Virgo here, right? We've got strong Piscean energies as well. So this could be relative to March. So Eight of Pentacles is Virgo, someone having put in a lot of effort or ready to put in the work because there's been some sort of an awareness. Now, the Empress is a 3. 3 of Pentacles is a minor arcana, but it does speak to the ability to expand, being noticed, right, for someone's ability. And it can also speak to other people in the picture, right, a situation around work. Now, Temperance again speaks to Archangel Michael, trying to turn lead into gold. And the Tower is a major awakening, a huge shift. There has been an imbalance. That's why this shift is coming through. We did have the Tower here. So someone's awareness, the Tower, something breaking down. Uranus moving through Taurus, breaking down things that were stable, maybe stable or blocked, I can say also, because Uranus, that's what Uranus is doing in Taurus, through the sign of Taurus. Where there is no Venus, Venus is love, money, security, the changes will happen. So Temperance again speaks to someone needing to heal, needing to find their balance. And it's all about timing. The Tower comes at the right time, I'm going to say, with Temperance there. Why do we have the Lovers in the near future? We have the Six of Pentacles, which can relate to equal giving and receiving. We've got a couple of sixes, right? It does show the scales, which also brings Libra into the picture. Libra is justice, balance, or divorce. Someone's going through divorce because they've made, they've connected with a soulmate, with a twin flame. So they could be separating from a relationship that was not right for them, where there was secrecy, where there was deception. We have the Two of Swords, another card of choices. The two of Swords, remember, in the traditional tarot, she's protecting her heart, right? She's got her hands crossed over her heart. Here, she's not protecting her heart anymore. And it looks like someone is willing to take a risk. Maybe they've made a choice. Maybe the choice was made for them. I don't know. But it looks like they're more open now to finding their balance, to justice, to matters of justice. And the swords can speak to, of course, our perception, logic. Swords can also speak to cutting. And we've got the Knight of Wands, someone that's ready to take action. Someone that's ready to, they're very driven to take physical action, travel. Could be someone that's at a physical distance. Remember what I said before about the knights, the different archetypes in the knights. Well, the Knight of Wands, and remember we've also got the King of Wands here. The Knight of Wands is usually a player, but it's also someone that's holding that Ace of Wands, which is very driven and ready to take the action, moving towards a potential new beginning. Let's look at the Four of Pentacles. King of Wands, Knight of Wands, King of Wands. The Five of Cups. Five of Cups is also here. Remember what I said? Remember what I said before? Let's restart again. The environment. This would be the other person, right? They've got regrets. We've also got the Five of Cups here, and I said the Four of Pentacles could be also the other person, but it could be also your energy. And the Four of Pentacles, I spoke of the Taurian energy, even though it's a Capricorn card. Capricorn speaks to limitations, someone needing to be mature, someone holding on to their emotions. We've also got the King of Pentacles here and the King of Wands, which we've got here as well. So they obviously there are regrets here. The Five of Cups. Regrets to do with the past, regrets on holding back on their true emotional happiness, regrets on something to do with their home. Okay, these are regrets concerning their emotions. Now, the King of Wands usually is someone that's not, not someone that is scared to open up. Not emotionally. They would come through more as driven. They will come through as more sexually inclined. But remember, I said the King of Wands could also be Scorpio. And Scorpio is very hidden where their emotions are concerned. Let's look at that Five of Cups. And we've got Eight of Wands. These are Cupid's love messages. This is traveling through the air. Someone aiming for, remember what I said here about the energy of Aquarius and also Sagittarius here. Someone aiming, this Knight of Swords, feeling driven, needing to rush, feeling as though they're losing, they're not going to make it in time to hit their target, right? And here we see that that the energies are picking up, that there's a lot of desire, a lot of passion, and a lot of back and forth to do with the relationships. Let's look at Five of Cups. We have the Ace of Pentacles, which is here. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Remember what I said here, Eight of Pentacles. There's a major shift going on. And we've got the Six of Cups. So there is an offer on the table here. Six of Cups is nostalgia. It's looking back to the past. It is a soulmate. It could be a twin flame for others of you. But remember that it's someone that you know from the past. There is an offer here. Potentially, we've got a few aces. We've got the Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups in the challenge position, but we've got the Ace of Pentacles twice, and I said this has been unearthed and it's going to be planted in another position, in another area, with another person. So this may not, this is like, what I get here is that if this relationship, if the math adds up, the math means 1 and 1 equal 2. Can we make it practically, in a practical manner? Is there the potential for security here? Because if there is, it's not going to be airy-fairy and I just love you and don't worry about what we're going to eat tomorrow, what we're going to put on the table tomorrow. Don't worry where we're going to live tomorrow. I love you and that's that. It's got to be practical. It has to work out. The math needs to work out. And I feel that this is a potential long-term relationship that will come through because of the Ace of Pentacles twice. And this is something that can work out long term. Let's look at that. Fear, hope or fear, Four of Cups. We have the Six of Wands. We have the Ace of Wands. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. We've got a King of Pentacles, an Emperor, and the Queen of Pentacles, and the Empress is the major arcana of the Queen of Pentacles. So take it as it resonates for you. Queen of Pentacles is motherly. She's also got that fiery side to her. Queen of Pentacles could also be someone that's quite powerful, very good with her money, very stable. She knows her worth. Obviously here she knows her worth. She's got quite that persona. Look at her stance. She's very, very much about etiquette, and she's got a little bit of an egotistical side to her as well, because she may have been successful in what she's done, or this could have been a power struggle. Who's going to be the strongest? Because I do see the Six of Wands, which is Leo, as also a little bit of a power struggle. connected to the ego, but we've got the Ace of Wands here as well, which does speak to seeing the light, being driven by passion, by desire, a possible new beginning. Now, maybe ego was in the way from before, and that's why there were missed chances, or maybe someone has matured now. I would say more than likely it could be the Queen of Pentacles having matured to the point to come and match the level of the King of Pentacles, if that is something that speaks to you. Okay, so let's see what the Seven of Cups is. And I do see that there is this Queen of Pentacles is very, it's as though she feels as though she's been justified for the work that she's done, remember, Queen of Pentacles is very stable. She does things step at a time. She's very grounded, right? And I do feel that there's a sort of a successful outcome here, possibly, and that she feels very worthy of her effort and the work that she did. Whether it is through what she's created for herself, which can be also a business, but also having reached an accomplishment where those challenges are concerned in matters of love. That's what I meant. Let's look at the Seven of Cups. We have the Two of Pentacles, another two, my goodness, and the infinity symbol again. We have the Empress here, everyone. So and we have the Nine of Pentacles. Wow. The Nine of Pentacles, which says that the Empress knows that she can stand on her own. She knows her worth, and I do feel that the Divine Feminine has reached a very powerful point. The Nine of Pentacles, again, as I said, is someone that knows their worth. This is the Virgo energy, and this could be a timing card where the abundance, the possible abundance, as things are still up in the air, it can speak to the time of Virgo, that full moon in Virgo around the 18th of March. So pay attention. March seems to be quite an important time. And I'm going to say also March, from March to May, to the time of Taurus as well. And remember, this Ace of Pentacles with the Nine of Pentacles, it says to me here, obviously, that the Empress needs to be free. We've got the Emperor, which is at the seed position, right? So he comes from the past. Now, this Empress could be going through a separation, needs to be single before she can receive this offer that's on the table, which will complete her Nine of Pentacles and the 10th Pentacle. So the choice could be from the Empress. Or for others of you, the choice is from the Emperor, or it could be from both sides, my dears, as there are so many layers here. What I do see, though, is that there is a very strong, heartfelt relationship here, which possibly can bring a sense of abundance and the ability to have something stable and long-term. We've got the King of Pentacles here, the Queen of Pentacles here. There's just so much here, and there could be other people in your lives that take on those energies in this reading. Take the reading as it resonates. It will be different for each of you, obviously. We've got the key, a solution, maybe even an open wound connected to a sexual deep connection, a secretive connection, a forbidden connection. The key does speak to long-lasting. It can speak to liberation through a death process. There's the wow. We've got the key. The key, which can also speak to many times, in the key is a revelation. and it's also an achievement. But we've got death, which surrounds those Plutonian energies, and Pluto does speak to also riches, financial standing, lots of riches. Why? Because Scorpio is money coming through from a partner, from a Plutonian. It speaks to a lot of riches here. Someone having made a choice, having married into the money. We've got the Nine of Pentacles here. An ending maybe for a Virgo. I don't know. Nine of Pentacles is Virgo. We've got Eight of Pentacles. That's Virgo as well. Maybe something was not able to be practical. Information was missing. Virgo does speak to our work, our daily life, and our health. So I don't know how this would speak to you. But there's Ten of Swords, an ending, and the ship in the past, which is Jupiter in Sagittarius. Some sort of a farewell, distance, a departure, a voyage, a journey that was cut, a journey that ended because of a key, which a key opens doors, right? Doors to forbidden things, doors to secrecy, deception. Remember, Pluto is very dark. Anyway, you know if this speaks to you personally, my darlings. I will take some love cards, my handwritten love cards for you. I want you to pause the video if you are not ready. I want to see what messages are coming through. So, dear Spirit, please answer the questions, and by liking and sharing the video and commenting, obviously this is an exchange of energy. This is how we connect, so it is very important, okay, to like this video. Thank you very much in advance. Doesn't cost anything. And see if Spirit cannot answer your questions. So calling on the divine, on Spirit, Archangel Michael, what do we need to know? Please try and answer the questions for my darling friends, those who are seeking guidance. And I'm going to say also, because we've got the Empress twice, the question that we asked was, is it worth giving them a second chance? Well, just looking at the Empress, which is the Dharma, there is Dharma here. The general energy is the seed that's been planted a long time ago, more than likely for many of you. The King of Pentacles potentially gives you, there's a lot of abundance here. And a lot of things that were unknown will be known. We've got so many potentials for new beginnings. I'm going to say for a few of you out there, you may not accept this person back, because the Empress with the Nine of Pentacles, she knows her worth and she can stand on her own. And she obviously has potential, many choices, because she is someone who's very attractive, very magnetic. Maybe it's her aura. Now remember the falcon that's in the hands of this divine feminine, right? The falcon is it's like that Plutonian energy. It's the phoenix rising up from its ashes. So there's like a transformation, a very deep transformation going on for this Empress. Let's take some messages, please, Spirit. Thank you. We have take action. And we do see an angel on a horse, on a unicorn, I should say. And remember the unicorn that Alexander the Great rode. Alexander the Great was a strong Mars, masculine figure, very Aries, and it looks like someone is taking the courage, being that, you know, that strong Martian, divine masculine, ready to take action. And remember, Mars is ready to ingress into Capricorn. Choose a new direction. So it looks like someone is taking action and they're choosing a new direction. And be assertive. And it looks like she's holding like a key. Wow. Be assertive. Someone is being assertive where they were not. They're choosing a new direction. Maybe a new way of doing things. Maybe they were not assertive. Maybe they were very recessive. And I'm going to say earth and water signs are recessive. They're not about fire. Fire and air. Fire and air signs are more about taking action and being assertive. But let's see what else. Trust. No need to worry. Opportunity. Looks like the gold. And I want to show you this. Looks like a portal opens and the opportunities come through, as you could see, which does speak to the fish here and the Empress, which does speak to a lot of abundance. The abundance can come through as materialistically as well as emotionally, everyone. Get more information. So let's read one or two of the messages. Let me read the opportunity. Positive growth and expansion is on the horizon for you. This opportunity may bring with it inspiration and insight, or it could be the chance you've been waiting for to take action on ideas you already have. You may be seeking to manifest the chance to create changes in your career, buy or sell a home, or bring romance into your life. Whatever your desires, your angels are about to open a door of possibilities for you. Step right through. I want to also read the new direction. Choose a new direction. The time has come to choose a new direction for your life. The circumstances that you find yourself living in may seem unfulfilling, or perhaps your heart is full of discontent. You know that there is something more out in the world for you. And I'm also going to... This card here does remind me very much of this Knight of Swords. And you've been procrastinating following the guidance of your angels. You know that there is something more out there in the world for you, and you've been procrastinating following the guidance of your angels. Make a conscious choice to be the person you are meant to be. Create an action plan for yourself that leads you in the direction of your divine life purpose. Begin taking steps immediately towards a happier future. So this is saying that obviously someone is choosing a new direction. I don't know if this is you or if it's the other person. Let's take some love messages, and I want to also take a message from the Mythic Oracle, from the gods. Remember that Alexander the Great was a conqueror. He was very driven, very powerful. He was the only person that was able to ride Vukyafala, which was the name of the horse of Alexander the Great. The only person that had that ability to ride that unicorn. Let's see. I have loved you from the moment I met you, but the problems in my life don't allow me to follow my heart right now. It won't be fair on you either. Wow. And that's the Three of Pentacles, which is up here. And then the Tower moment comes through. A Tower moment, an awakening. happens for this person. I had been dreaming about you before I met you. 6 of Cups, which is in your environment. Some of you maybe have had other relationships in your life. Maybe you've also dreamt of this connection. And for some of you, I'm going to say for some, it could be a new connection. We will not rule that out. But it will be someone that you've probably dreamt of or you felt was coming closer to you. And we have, I prefer to be friends. And that's the 10 of Wands. So, I prefer to be friends. Those of you that are being friend-zoned, you're obviously going to leave this relationship, right? Yes, friendship is the vital ingredient to build on. But if someone is not willing to open the door and says that I prefer to be friends, then I don't see why you should be pouring more energy into this. And we've got, it's done, they cheated, door closed, feeling blue. We've got a couple of 10s here. 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords. Wealth is not important to me. Wealth for me is connecting to my other half on a spiritual and emotional level. Nothing else matters. So take the messages as they resonate for you. We've got the 5 of Pentacles up here with the 3 of Pentacles. So this is what's on their mind, right? For some of you, it's done. You're going to see that there's a third person here. You're going to see that someone maybe has been deceiving you. And I'm going to say also for a few of you out there, maybe because the timeline will be different for each of you. Remember that these are restarts, endings, and new beginnings. Okay? So they turn into aces, possibly. Let's see what's at the bottom. Another 5 of Pentacles. Unfortunately, I did not recognize you as my soulmate at first sight, but now I see you truly are. Another 5 of Pentacles. Okay. So this is a lot. It's got to do with what's crowning the reading, those 5 of Pentacles. Someone did not recognize you as their soulmate. But now they've had that awakening that you truly are their soulmate. Now, it will be different for each of you. We've got a couple of 5s, so that's 10, 13, 19, and 20 and 21, which equals the World card. That is the ending maybe of limitations. For some of you, you are still probably at the end of that challenging karmic cycle with number 21, or you're at a physical distance to this person. And physical travel is necessary, okay? And it could also be about timing. So let's take a last message, my dear friends, from the Mythic Oracle. Let's see what the gods want to advise. What do the gods want to advise? And we have Hebe, play, number 35. Let's see what Hebe is all about. We haven't had this message for a while. Hebe is the daughter of Zeus and Hera. She was the cupbearer for the gods, and from it she served the ambrosia which the gods drank. And that's what I wanted to... That was the word I was looking for earlier, the ambrosia, in front of the Empress here. The food of the gods. So the ambrosia which the gods drank. She helped Hera into her chariot and drew Ares' baths. Ares is Mars, right? So she helped Hera into her chariot and drew Ares' baths. She was eventually married to Hercules, and is the goddess of youth. The message says here, if you have pulled this card, the essence of the child is present and it is time to reconnect to innocence and play. You may have felt yourself becoming tired, serious and heavy of late. Therefore, it is time now to relax and let go of the seriousness of the world. Be silly, expand outside your comfort zone, use your imagination and do things for the sake of fun rather than achievement. This is the Leo energy for me. It's house number 5 and it's childish, it's playful, it's risk-taking, it's romance. This is like pouring fire and desire into this relationship and lightening up the energy because it's been too heavy. All this is essential to your health at this time. Where am I? It is time now to relax and let go of the seriousness of the world. Be silly, expand outside your comfort zone, use your imagination and do things for the sake of fun rather than achievement. All this is essential to your health at this time. Life can be meant for a lot of things, learning, experience, achievement, but none of it means anything at all without fun and play. If you don't nourish this aspect of yourself, then you will end up feeling numb inside, and there is no real point in accomplishing anything in life if you can't feel the joy of it anyway. We have the opportunity to experience many things while we are alive, but joy is the only experience we can have that is pure, for it does not serve any purpose other than to honor and celebrate life itself. Your highest calling at this time is to make time for play and celebration. Your spirit is calling you to rise and honor your life. Honor. Maybe you're being honored at this time. And 35 is an 8, which does speak to the Strength card. Again, Leo, trust, keep the faith, I'm going to say here. Bring more play into it. Someone's ready to take a risk, take action. Remember, Leo is, it's leadership, it's abundance, it's generosity. We did have the 6 of Pentacles here in the near future. Okay. And with that, I will leave you, everyone. I think we've looked at enough cards. Thank you so much for joining me and connecting with me and leaving your comments, liking and sharing the video. Thank you to my darling Patreons for their support. And obviously any exchange of energy is very positive and very welcome. Thank you so much, everyone. Leaving you love and light to all of you. And we will be taking love messages, personal love messages at some point in the near future. So stay tuned. Do check that notification bell is pressed on. Do check that you're subscribed, that you're receiving the notifications from me. And if not, subscribe. All right. Love and light. Thank you, my dear friends. And I do feel that there is a chance here, a second chance for prosperity. I do feel that someone is going to take action, and the action is probably what was missing before, right? I do feel that the love and the nurturing is coming in, and there's a sense of abundance here. So give them a second chance. See what happens. For those of you that don't believe that it's worth pouring life into, then close the door and make space in your lives.